Let's talk about a really quick example in the iPad. All right. Everyone has done this. I went on iPad site over the weekend, or I went on the iPad store. iPad starts right now from $4.99. What's the first thing they hit you with is, hey, would you like more space? Exactly. It's storage, right? It goes up to 256. Because you know what? You don't really need 64. What about for an extra $100? I can, quadruple that? I can 4X what they're giving me. And then it's like Apple Pencil. You're like, oh man, I want to draw on it. What am I going to do? I'm going to use my finger like an idiot. You know what I mean? Yeah. I just want to give me that pencil. And then it's the Magic Keyboard, and then it's Apple Care and all that kind of stuff. And you can see how easy it is. Even if you don't get the biggest, most expensive upgrade of the Magic Keyboard, you can still go from spending $500 to spending $767, a 53% increase in the revenue Apple's collecting from you just by doing exactly this. And this doesn't even tie into, then they have iPad Pro, then they have iPad Air. You can walk up the ladder from there, and all the way they're basically showing you these other examples. And each example has more options for you to spend more money. If you want to talk about why Amazon and Apple and even Tesla does the same thing, like why the biggest companies on earth all let their customers spend more money. So if you're not, pay attention, because this is, if you want the fastest route to unlocking more revenue, it is going to be letting every single one of your customers voluntarily get an opportunity to spend more money. And again, quick example, all of these are successful, really successful, high converting order bumps from all across SamCart. You don't need to read what these things are. We'll dive into what some of these ones are. It goes from like things like physical products to things like the bottom is companion video tutorials to somebody selling like some digital downloads. We've got Kara, great example from Kara in the chat. U-Haul. You go and get a U-Haul van. They have the cheapest U-Haul van prices in the world. You know what I mean? But by the time you're done, you've gone from spending $220 on a van to you got a dolly and packing paper, and you upgraded your van to a higher price or a bigger van or something like that. And all of a sudden you're spending way, way more money. So think about what is that for your business? And it comes in all different shapes and sizes. These are just a bunch of examples, but here's the anatomy of a great order bump. And now we're going to dive into how do we use AI to bring these things to life. Okay. First thing you need is something else to sell. Maybe you have something in your brain already. That's great. If not, again, we'll get to the kind of endless list of things to sell that can power order bumps, upsells, all that kind of good stuff. You need 2 or 3 really quick sentences, and you need an attractive image. That's it. That's all you need to bring one of these things to life. So when I say, if one of you guys goes and does this, right, turns on a new order bump tonight after we do some of this stuff, and you make some sales tomorrow, you need to come back and let us know, okay? It's a free workshop, all right? Do some of the legwork, or help us out a little bit, give us some good marketing material. But you guys get what I'm saying. Let's talk about how to bring these things to life. What else can you sell? Downloads, worksheets, audiobooks, transcripts, strategy calls, memberships, next steps, services, and courses. What's next? You know what I mean? You go and you sell somebody something about increasing their strength. What's next? How about a meal plan? You know what I mean? Things like that. We could go on and on about this kind of stuff. Yeah.
A quick question, and for Taylor as well. I've seen a lot of order bumps, or I guess the highest converting ones are generally digital products. Inside SamCart, have you seen that? And second part, is there like one that kind of sticks out to you, like that one crushed?
Yeah, for sure. Some of the most successful ones, it's almost always, I wouldn't say that digital products are what always crush. Okay. And Deborah's question down here, when she's talking about order bumps, does that mean you're selling something less expensive? The answer is it goes all over the place. You know what I mean? I've seen people sell physical things. I've seen people sell digital products and order bump physical products. I've seen the reverse. I've seen physical products and they're order bumping digital products. It really is more about what else does your customer need? If you understand
good point.
What is my customer looking for next, there's no limit to what that can be. So one of the easiest ones we see is actually in the bottom. You see here, one is from a really successful SamCart creator in the photography space, where they're selling digital like cheat sheets for photographers. And then they're selling companion video tutorials on how to use them for an extra. I think the digital product is 27 and the companion video order bump there is another 27. And that thing crushes it. You know what I mean? I've seen order bumps that are $100 when somebody is selling something. That's Cody even said it. He's selling a free plus shipping thing, and his order bumps could be 50, 100, $200. And so, yeah, it's mostly about what else does your customer need? That's a great question for sure.
Piggyback on that though, I think my top 2, just from working in directly with SamCart customers, services and templates. So if
for sure.
you have something that somebody is able to download and just use, but we all know we have that one person who's like, I can follow directions, but it's a lot nicer if you could just walk.
Heck yeah.
So you just add on a setup call. for an extra 15, 30 bucks, however much you want to charge for your time.
Yeah,
or,
exactly.
hey, here's just a plug and play template. So here's how you use it. But here's an extra plug and play template if you don't want to have to go into Canva and design this yourself.
Heck yeah. Yeah.
Those are the two that I see the most a lot
100%. Yeah. And we're going to talk in a second about how you guys can use AI to create these things if they don't currently exist. If you've never taken the time and effort and energy to create more templates, to create the audiobook companion docs, like whatever, like those type stuff, then we're going to talk about exactly how to do that.